buy back all your time, we need to start looking at the time target. Now, we all have 86,400 seconds in the day. The task becomes, what are you doing with your 86,400 seconds? Are you spending it on activities that are not urgent and not important? Are you spending 30, 40 minutes on Facebook just browsing about Kim Kardashian? Are you on the phone with one of your friends talking about some event that happened since 1960, but you just want to have fun? Are you playing games on your phone, whether it be Candy Crush, what are some of the other games? Fruit Ninja. So are you involved in a lot of activities that are creating distractions and taking away your time? Then are you spending time on things that are urgent but not important, which means people are creating a lot of urgencies for you. So a friend come at your place of work and say, well, you know, Mark, let me go down the road. Or Mark, let me go and drink 2 beers. And we know 2 beers is turning to how much, Mark?
More than 2.
More than 2. Those are okay, so I understand. Those are. They create a lot of urgency, so that's what we call delusion. It is important to them, but it's not important to you. It is urgent to them, but it's not helping you to get closer towards your goal. There will be situations that are both urgent and important, and these are what we call the demand situations. Now, we don't mind if this takes some of our time. Because if somebody comes and say, well, you know, I just bought 10 new cars and I want you to tint them. Are you going to tell them, well, no, sir, I'm doing a graphics for a guy, you need to wait? No. You put out one side and you attend to the bigger project. That is urgent and important situations. But the whole idea is, even though they will happen, we want to move everything to the zone where they become important, but they are not urgent. Which means we start to schedule as much as possible. Now, I'm not standing here to tell you that you wouldn't end up with demand situations. They will happen. But then it becomes, well, is it something that's going to happen often? Do I need to start planning for it? Now, where would you put your family on this time target? Are some of our family distractions? Do they create delusions? Where would you put your family?
In the 60%.
You're going to put them in the 60%? That's where we love to put them. Let me just be honest with me. Where would you put them? Trust me, whatever you say in this room stays in this room. I'm not going to go tell anybody that you said that.
No, but
in most cases, we put it in the middle. That's where you most time you find yourself saying, oh, they're important, and whatever they have is important.
the bullseye, the 60% has to do with things that are planned and organized.
Yeah.
And in that case,
How many of us have family activities that are planned and organized?
True.
So we wait until we get the person that comes in that cream jacket, and they hand you that paper, that envelope. You wait until you get your divorce paper, and then you start worrying. You wait until you see your child's report book that has 49%, and now you're starting to wonder what happened. You did not schedule time with them. So, but for guys, let me share this little secret with you, and I learned this the hard way. Please don't go and tell your spouse, sweetie, Saturday between 1 to 2 is your time. Don't come. Trust me, you will like the reception. But keep it in your mind that if that's the time you want to spend with that person, spend it. So it becomes an audit trail. When she says, well, you don't ever get time for me. No. Every Saturday, if you remember, between 1 to 2, I spend it with you. No, okay. Right? So we want to keep being in the zone where we schedule time to work on the business. And all we ask you for is 5 hours of the week, where you spend 1 hour every day in your high focus moment working on the business. The strategies that are necessary for you to grow. 5 hours a week. That's all we ask. In order for you to deliver, to reach to that point of eliminating the chaos, you want to make sure you deliver with consistency. And delivering with consistency talks about from the level of service to the way your product looks to how your team members operate, and that is foundation for growth. You don't want people to get accustomed to wanting in your business and then you decide all of a sudden, well, this can't really work, so I need to change it. And we see that very often with a lot of fast food places. It starts out very nice, the place is very clean, you're going to get the box is full and ramen heavy. And then 2 months after, your hand raised up in the air. You're seeing roaches about the place. The staff courtesy isn't there anymore. Are you going to continue buying from them? No. And when I first started doing this, before I actually went to Las Vegas for my certification, I was looking at this hotel and I was actually wondering, is it as magnificent as it looks in the picture? I can safely tell you, if you haven't have a bucket list, or if you have a bucket list, put Las Vegas on your bucket list. That is the place to go. And the hotel is even more magnificent than it looks in the picture. It's the Wynn Hotel. When I tell you it's huge, it is huge. And each level, from the ground floor all the way up, the service is impeccable. The way that people dress, the ambience of the environment, from the outside and the inside, speaks royalty. So which means that when you go there, you wouldn't mind paying for the service or for the rooms. And that's what you want to develop with your clients, that you deliver such a level of consistency that they don't mind paying for your product or your service. Don't I bring one car to you, tint it really nice, and then the next car I bring a set of bubbles on it? Why would I come back? Because of one bad experience, I'm going to be thinking that that's what's going to happen all the time thereafter. Next, moving up to niche. This is the marketing aspect of it. And we want to make sure that we have a commercial enterprise that is profitable, which means money keeps coming into the business. And in order to do that, we need to be in a position where we don't compete on prices. Can I ask you guys, who, for your different industry, are you the cheapest in your industry?
My business is unique. I'm the only person in it, so I can't really say.
Can't really say if you're the cheapest. Are you guys the cheapest?
No.
No. In certain things.
Yes.
Ultimately, you're the cheapest in cakes. See, when you compete only on price, there will be somebody else who is going to come and sell cheaper than you. And when that person comes and sells cheaper than you, what is going to happen to your customers? They're going to leave you. So when we're building our niche, we don't want to compete on price, rather we want to build value. And when you build value, people will come and buy from you. Let me give you this example. You can get a shirt in a Chinese store for, let's say, $2,000. Because they got no AC, they got no rack, they got no box. You go, you shake it out, you pick it up. He says, people don't go come to you and say, well, go behind the turn left, you sit in the box. You go for $2,000. You don't mind. You're going to pay for it. The same shirt now is at John Lewis' house. When you pull up, there's parking. So you drive in. You're going to come off and walk far to reach the Chinese store. When you go to the door, it automatically opens for you. And as you step in, you feel that cool breeze from the blow going on the back of your neck. And you stand there for about 2 or 3 seconds to take it in. And then there's nice carpeting, and you walk and you feel like you're walking on sponge. And there you see your shirt on the mannequin with the spotlights on it. And you're thinking, well, the physique looks similar to mine, so that's how it's going to fit me. And then the salesperson there, they don't run and come to you, they glide and come to you. Hello, sir. How are you today? And they tell you that, don't say the shirt came from China, it came from the Orient States. And how the color matches your skin tone and your eyes. And then they tell you it is only $9,500. Same shirt, But what would have happened, they would have created a value in your mind. So by the time they did all of that, you're thinking this shirt got to be expensive. And when they tell you it's only $9,500, see what happens. If they would have built a value that is greater than $10,000 in your mind, you're going to think you have a deal. You're going to buy it. If they didn't build that value up to $10,000, if it was just around the same thing you had in your mind, 50-50 chance you might have buy it. But if the value that they created wasn't that in your mind, so for example, if the Chinese store they tell you that that shirt is 10,000, you didn't buy it at all. Because it didn't create the value. So what the aim is, you want to sell based on value. So that customers don't come to you just because of price, that you're the cheapest. Because people will sell cheaper than you. So our services, we're not the cheapest. And if we want to compete on price, then anybody else can do what we do. Or we could have taken this session and we could have do it in the yard with a tent and some chairs and give you some mosquito coils. So in order to really create that niche to not compete on price, you want to find what is your USP, and that is called your unique selling point.